Alright, today we're going to be doing our fox trekking little series I'm starting, and then I'll be possibly fishing afterwards. So we're going to do about 10 miles, I think this trail is around. This is these are our wheels here. It's an old bike. It's about 20 years old, but the frame set's really the only thing that's original. It's kind of set up to be a hybrid. It's got 100 psi tires on it, so it's good for pavement, gravel, and dirt if it's not that treacherous or anything. But pretty much everything's been replaced on it. A couple new sets of wheels, whole drivetrain, pedals, all the small parts. So we're gonna get set up here, and then we're gonna start rolling. Alright, we're ready to go here on our little fox trekking fitness ride, and hopefully we'll have some time to do some fishing. There's a pond right here next to us. There's also a highway right here next to us, so let's start rolling here. We have our Acaso V50X. We had that handlebar mounted. Seems to do pretty well on the bumps. This is my second time using it. We may switch over to the backpack mount at some point. But it works really nice on the handlebars, it seems, as long as we don't hit some really bad bumps. We're on the smooth asphalt right now, so I know this mic is not that great on this camera, considering getting the external mic it's got for it, and then like hiding that behind something on the bike so it doesn't get slammed with the wind. It's always windy in Chicagoland in the spring, and then it calms down. But it's usually always a little bit windy. I don't know how much we're gonna actually video on this trail. But if you're doing like an indoor bike ride, I think it'd be kind of cool. I know a lot of people have done that in the past, or they have it on the stationary bikes. They have the fake videos that make you feel like you're outside riding or whatever. So it'd be kind of cool for that. I'm not even going to bother talking when we get blasted with the wind. It's about, I think it's around 60 degrees today. So it's pretty nice. Pretty casual riding here though. I've only got about 100 miles on the odometer this year so far. So it'll take me maybe a month or so to get in a little better riding shape. Done any big mileage over the years. Probably for the last 10 years, haven't really done a lot of mileage. But my max season was about 5,000 miles. That was like I was doing like 20 to 25 mile average per day when I rode. So I was really cranking out mileage. Unfortunately, I don't have a Fox River Trail very nearby. That big mileage, I'd have to do a lot of circling. These little 10-mile are pretty good for right now. Looks like I'm seeing my phone on the edge there. I don't know why that suddenly came into view. I don't know if my camera tilted a little or something. Let's see if we can get that moved over. Right now we're gonna have a golf course on our left and a road on our right, so I don't know if there's anybody out here golfing today. I see a golf cart out there. Golfers are pretty hardcore. They'll come out here when it's pretty cold just to get those swings in. I think it's 2K60 on this. Okay, so we should get a light. So we'll just kind of hover right here. There are deer in here, but I'm not really expecting to see any right now. Would be pretty random to see a deer right now. But the vegetation is growing back pretty quick. It's getting greener. Alright, so we're starting part 2 of our fox trekking fitness special video today. This is right where we stopped. Tried to move my phone over, so it was catching a little of the camera, was catching it a little bit. So we'll see how we do on this part 2 here. There are a couple of uphills here. I just try to battle them as hard as I can. When you feel that little burn in your legs, that means you're doing something. Got some deer out here. Surprising, they're right out in the open here. I'm just gonna kind of cruise through here. Hopefully you guys can see them, but I'm not gonna try and zoom in on them or anything. They're right out here in the open prairie. Oh, there's a little... Are those fawns? Those are just barely fawns. Like maybe yearlings, if that's what you call them. These guys are checking me out. I don't want to stay here too long because eventually they'll dip out. I don't want to bug them. So we had what, 2 kind of medium to small, and then it looked like a couple of maybe 1-year-old past the fawn stage. It's pretty surprising to see out in the middle of the open field like that. I wasn't planning on stopping, but they get domesticated, so they're not as afraid of people as they should be. Really need to keep them away from the roads, because the road is right here. Take a little drink. I have my brakes set up in the Euro setting with my rear on the left. For some reason it's better for me, because usually when I'm stopping I'm using my right hand to do anything, to grab water and stuff. It's a little tricky here with all this gear mounted though. Get some Gatorade Zero. I don't do sugar. A little extra. This part's a little kind of up and down, but like nothing you would consider at hills of any consequence. But until I get in bike shape, I'm still going to feel it a little bit going up these hills. And I can see that camera wobbling, but there's no wobble on the screen, so hopefully this video will be good. And that's 60 FPS. I'm thinking it might be better for the bike to get more FPS. We'll see how it looks. Maybe it killed our stabilization. Who knows? Dressed on the leg department. I got my wind tight things on that I don't really need, but it's good for the wind. I got my windbreaker that I really don't need. It's nice to have that wind. Try to cut through the wind a little better. Stuff that hasn't really turned green, or eventually, you know, they'll cut down, I guess. That brown hay, or maybe it'll get eaten. Who knows? But then it'll be nice and green in here, in all the woods. Make it get a little more vibrant colors going on instead of all these grays and browns. Hopefully these trees will come back. A lot of dead ones, but we'll see what comes back as the season kicks off. This little marsh here. Got a lot of extra marshland this year because of that rain early in the season. That'll be drying up. And then the frogs and stuff will have to find water somewhere. But anytime you start going uphill and you feel that burn, you really want to attack it to get those muscles built. And that'll get easier and easier, and you won't feel that. And you'll be able to do steeper hills. See, here's a marsh that's still wet over here. You hear all the frogs. Luckily we don't have that wind blasting as bad as yesterday. But I did read that the mic on here is not that great. It's right on top. So I'd like to get that external and then stash that somewhere where it gets blocked from the wind. So we're coming up to our main road here. This will be our last turn. So we were over half, man. I can't see the timer right now. We'll have this straightaway and then we'll be back at our starting point. And I think we're going to try maybe a little bobber fishing in this little pond that I found in here. Maybe get a bluegill or a crappie or something. Some big old trees back in the background. So this was our fox trekking fitness. We did it's only 7.25 around this thing. We did in 36, so we were well past halfway when we restarted the video. So I don't know what that averages out to, but I think we're max probably 18 miles an hour down to maybe 10 when we're going up those hills. Maybe 10 or 12. Does it tell us our average speed on the trip? 11.99. Let's get that 12.